Hi everybody, welcome to the Scott Show podcast, the lower division show. So what we're talking about is Division 2, Division 3, and the Football Championship Series. And we got some big games coming up this weekend. Division 3 and Division 2 are both in the playoffs. And we give you the playoff games. We're going to give you all 16 of them straight up, and here we go. So they're all at noon local time from what I would understand. And that's kind of the NCAA rule. It is all on Saturday, so that's tomorrow. And we'll have the highlights for you either tomorrow, late tomorrow night, or Sunday morning. We'll have the details on who won and who's in the next round as we move forward. And of course, on Sunday, we'll also have the Football Championship Series show as the selection show happens. So we have Hudson against Springfield. We have Huntington against Barry. We have Western New England against Delaware Valley. We have Plymouth State against Brockport, which will be one hell of a game. We have Frostburg State against Wittenberg, which I think will be my game of the day. Washington and Lee against Mount Union. We have RPI against Wesley. Johns Hopkins against Washington and Jefferson. They're a very good team. Well put together. Monmouth against Trine. We have Chapman against the number 1 ranked Mary Hardin Baylor. We have Case Western Reserve against Illinois Wesleyan. We have Lakeland the Muskies against the Oshkosh team. We have St. Thomas versus Eureka. We have Franklin versus Wartburg, and we have St. John's versus North Central Illinois, and in the final game, Hardin-Simmons and Linfield. It looks like they are actually going to be playing at 3 o'clock, and so that will be the last game of the night. Now, those are the Division 3 playoffs, 16 games, 32 teams, as they move forward to see who gets to go to the Stag Bowl. Now, in Division 2, we have 12 games on the docket. There are 24 teams in there altogether. We have 12 games this weekend. Or actually, I think there's 28 teams that make it. 24 are in the first round, and then we have 4 that got first-round byes. And the first-round byes went to West Alabama, Fort Hays State, Indiana, Pennsylvania, and Central Washington. But, folks, here's the big games of the week. Westchester against Shippensburg, California of Pennsylvania against Assumption, Findlay against Shepherd, and then in Super Region 2 we have Delta State against Bowie State, West Florida against Wingate, and West Georgia against Virginia State. And then we have Ferris State as they play the Baptist team, the Tigers from Arkansas. We have the Northwest Missouri State team against Ashland, and Hardin versus Indianapolis. And then in Region 4, we have Texas A&M Commerce against Winona State. We have Sioux Falls against Midwestern State. And the Colorado State Pueblo team will be playing off against Mankato, the Mavericks hosting. And that's going to be your Division 2 playoffs. Now, we have one more week in the Football Championship Series, as it's going to be close, folks, and we're going to give you the top 10 right now. Western Illinois is in the top 10. Weber State. Wolford is tied with 7th place with undefeated North Carolina A&T. In 6th place are the Bison, North Dakota State University. In 5th place, South Dakota State, the Jackrabbits. Sam Houston State, number 4. Central Arkansas in number 3. Jacksonville State, who just finished their season, now they're 10-1, at number 2. And James Madison at 10-0, folks. This is going to be coming down right to the wire. we got a little idea of what we're going to be looking at, but there's going to be some big games coming up this week, as James Madison, still the number one team in the nation. It's going to be a very, very good playoff, as we're looking forward to all the great games. And Jacksonville State looking just tremendous. South Dakota has a hell of a game this week, and so we are looking forward to the playoffs. Now on Sunday, I will have the playoffs for you. I will have the ideas for all the playoffs on Sunday when we do the selection show. It's going to be great. Now, my disappointment is that North Carolina A&T, even though they are undefeated, is ranked 7th. Now, the big games for Week 12 before the playoffs are excited to start. James Madison travels to number 15, Elion. You have number 5, South Dakota. They're going to be playing against South Dakota State against South Dakota. Massive, massive road game for them. The Bison are going to be playing number 25, Illinois State, number 13, Samford at Furman, and number 21, Kennesaw State against Monmouth, as that's going to be one hell of a game. So, folks, look forward to the football championship series. There's lots of great games coming up this week. You got 16 of them in Division 3. You got 12 of them in Division 2. And you got the final part of the season for football championship series. Check it out, enjoy it, and by all means get involved. TCW Fantasy Wrestling, we've launched that. That's going to be on Sunday. We got a busy Sunday ahead of us. Survivor Series also on Sunday. Great stuff going on. Check it out, get involved. 102550's rocking it. And always, thank you so very much, and we'll catch you real soon.